was looking at the Act and regulations, and specifically in relation to gun shops, and there are fines in there of up to $50,000 if you make a mistake on a form, something like that. Now, one would hope that you wouldn't get shut down for the wrong serial number data entry. That's quite a human-intensive job. You need to concentrate. Mistakes are made. We are all human. So with those kinds of fines hanging over your head, does that keep you up at night? Is that something that has added to your stress with all of this?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously been talking a lot to the wife about how this looks in the next year, and we've got some new staff coming on board, and we're going to try and push forward. But I did say the one thing that will probably shut the doors on the shop is if they start really implementing these fines that are sitting there, because if you saw out the data sheet that we have to fill in on each firearm, is probably, I don't know, I haven't counted, there'd be 20 or 30 data entry points on each firearm, and it's easy to get one letter wrong or to get a serial number wrong. And it's every gun shop the same. We've got a lot of back and forth with licensing, questioning things, which they're really good with to deal with. But if that turns around now to being, you get a warning and then you're done, it's not feasible to keep going like that. So that keeps me up at night. Yeah.
And what would that look like for your community? I mean, you provide a lot of support to the farmers there. There are some gun clubs down there in Albany. I've got a few people who shoot out that way who message me about that. What would it look like for your regional community if there was no local gun shop?
Yeah, it's we're the only retail shop in this, I guess, the Great Southern. There's a lot of other little shops, but yeah, if Rays goes, there's no way to freight. There's no way to, because a lot of people can't get accounts, so we supply to a lot of the smaller shops as well, or the ones that might sell a little bit of ammo on the side as an add-on to their business. Yeah, well, that's the closest person I think to us really. The storefront would be Steel over in Origin. It's 400 odd kilometres away, so it's yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it'll look like, and people come in all this time. I'm lucky we've got such a supportive community. They know they say it all the time. We've got to keep you here. We've got to keep you here. So we're doing everything we can. Yeah, we'll get there. We've got a good. There's a big professional contract shooting community as well. There's a big farming community. So a lot of people come in and say, "Oh, you're going to be all right." So we'll be all right, even if it goes down a bit. We'll be there. It's just how that looks. How this shop looks in a year's time. We don't know. Do we move it into another business, or I don't know. We're trying to think out of the box a lot at the moment on how we move forward with this.
I was going to ask you as well, what is the biggest issue that you've heard from your customers? What issue from the new laws is affecting them the most? Is it the gun limits? Is it the lever action push button ban? Is it the storage requirements? Is it all of it? What is the number one issues that you are hearing from the people about how these new laws are affecting them, and especially farmers? I mean, they can only have 5 people shoot on their property now, so they can't have the firearms that they need to humanely and ethically cull some of these animals. So what's the mood like, and what are the biggest issues that your customers are telling you that they have with the new laws?
Yeah, the gun limits is a big one. We've got, as I'm sure every region does, we've got customers that have had 20 to 30 guns on their licenses, trying to get that. And these guys are generational farmers. They've got guns on their licenses that their great grandfathers have shot with, and there's a lot of emotion around that. And then you've got the people that have really invested in the hobby. We had to send a gun out over east just on Saturday. It was worth $14,000. He's put a lot of time and effort in this gun, but all of his guns are like that, so he had to choose. It's so the limits are, and I guess the way that the limits are brought in, nothing's grandfathered, so or any opportunity to reduce it in a more constructive way. Safes is a massive one. People, they're not. they're not financially like someone who might have one pistol now has, the safes start at like $2,000 to $3,000 for the level twos. And if they got, a couple of rifles with that, then, we're talking $3,000 to $4,000. A lot of people don't have that sort of money just lying around now, especially if their licenses are coming up in the next few months for renewal. They have to have it all done by then. So, yeah, it's hard. Property, the property size has always been a point of conjecture. You know, it's a big argument we could sit here all night and talk about. 1,000 acres for a 2D3, but you could be standing on the boundary next to a highway and shoot it. It doesn't make a lot of sense for a lot of people. You can safely use these rifles in a lot smaller properties, in a lot different situations. A lot of people who have small properties and they to put down cattle. So that's been a really big one. We haven't sold any centerfires now for weeks. That's going to be a big one for us as a business. We've got a lot of stock there as well. But yeah, the safes, the property letters, it's everyone's confused how it works.